girls lacrosse game between the high-flying Seneca Golden Eagles and Cherokee Chiefs. I'm Jackson Gruber here with Joe Malagrano. Joe, what are your thoughts on the game?
Well, both teams are coming in with very similar records. Seneca's coming in at 4-1. Cherokee at 3-3. However, two of the three losses for the Chiefs were against powerhouse teams, and certainly no shame there. But we usually do have a good game when these two get together. In fact, the last 5 times head-to-head, Cherokee has won the last 3, so I'm sure Seneca's looking to change that today. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, certainly going to be great. We'll be back shortly with the start of the game.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Dan Higgins Wood Flooring Warehouse, your hardwood flooring specialist since 1985. Flooring showroom located in Medford, New Jersey. On the web at danhiggins.com. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. The Law Office of Louis G. Guzzo, providing personal, compassionate service and round-the-clock availability. 856-795-0020 or guzzolawfirm@gmail.com. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Welcome back here to Cherokee High School. Once again, I'm Jackson Gruber here with the great Joe Malagrano. Game should be starting shortly here.
Right, and we didn't realize until we got here, but tonight is senior night for the Cherokee Chiefs, and the seniors for Cherokee had a nice announcements in the beginning of before the beginning of the game. The seniors for Cherokee is Brooke Brown, Gabby Mina, Ava Reganato, Bree Rogers, Kayla Niederberger, and Sophia Roland.
Yeah, great moment for them. It's time now for the Jostens Sideline Report. Remember your year with a one-of-a-kind yearbook for your student. Yearbooks and parent ads available online at jostens.com. Now to send it down to Julia Guzzo.
Good evening and welcome to Cherokee High School for this girls lacrosse matchup between the 4-1 Seneca Golden Eagles and the 3-3 Cherokee Chiefs. The Chiefs feel that one of the keys for winning this game is to slow down senior Kate Matisse. Kate has been a formidable opponent and has recently hit records for points and draw control. Good luck to both teams. Back to you.
Thank you, Kate. And as she mentioned, for Cherokee today, they want to slow down Kate Matheson, which throughout the year has proved to be a very tough feat.
Yeah, and I'm sure when we get our keys to the game, I think that'll definitely be part of it. And I want to thank Julia Guzzo for first time for the sideline. Did an absolutely fantastic job. Great job, Julia.
Good report and some info that we'll be looking back on throughout most of the game.
And beautiful night right tonight so far. A little bit windy, but we'll be fine.
Skies could not be clearer, as have been a problem recently at some of these lacrosse games.
Well, yeah, the first, excuse me, the first two broadcast games that we were supposed to do was, for lacrosse, and the weather did not cooperate for the first two, so we couldn't broadcast those games. We did get a volleyball game in last week, and our first outdoor broadcast is today, outdoor.
And now it is time for those equitable keys to the game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. Equitable. Together we'll build the right strategy for your future. Call it 732-452-7275. Now for Seneca here, their main focus, they want to have good work ethic and they want good communication.
Absolutely. Hard work and proper communication is always a must, and it's going to be important tonight.
And for Cherokee, got into this a little bit earlier, but you can't not get into this topic. They need to slow down Kate Matheson.
Yeah, senior Kate Matheson from Seneca leads the team in 5 categories, including goals with 22. They're certainly going to be keying on her tonight.
Both teams, always important in lacrosse. They need to win the draw tonight.
Yeah, for Seneca, again, Katie Matheson, one of those categories that she leads in is draw control. She leads the team with 54. For Cherokee, freshman Abby Ball comes in with 43 draw control. So it's going to be important to win that draw. And those are your equitable keys to the game.
And with those keys, we should be close to the start of the game tonight. But first off, for Cherokee, their leading draw controller is Abby Ball, an exciting young freshman. Only has 43, more than half of the team's draw controls.
Right. You mentioned she's a freshman, and she also was forced into. She's also on the basketball team. We did a couple of their games late in the year. She was forced into a starting role when their center got hurt, and she did a very admirable job. And she's just carrying it over to the spring sports right now. Congratulations, and a long way to go. 3 more years here at Cherokee. Abby Ball.
Yeah, certainly the kind of athlete Cherokee's going to be grateful that they have another 3 years of.
And again, we mentioned Kate Matheson leads in 5 categories. She leads in goals with 22. She has 8 assists, 30 points, 5 ground balls, and 54 draw controls. Goalie today for Seneca will be Lexi Lettieri. She's a senior. She's coming in with 38 saves.
On the other side for Cherokee will be Claire Gore, who has 29 saves.
We're almost getting ready to go here. Again, a beautiful, beautiful night. Little breezy, but I'm sure the players won't mind out there, that's for sure.
Certainly not. Might be a little colder for us announcers, but for them it'll be perfect. Seneca team is ready on the field.
Coming in, Seneca's head coach is Jackie Scuderi. She has 20 years as head coach. She has a 50-34 record with Seneca. She coached at Middletown prior, and she's has overall 151 wins, 72 losses. She's assisted by Casey McHugh, Ellie Spector, and Amy Patterson.
On the other side is Jeff Niederberger, who has taken a little bit of a longer conference there, has 8 years with Cherokee's girls lacrosse team, record of 85-39. Previously, for 10 years, was the boys lacrosse coach here, and he is assisted by Rachel Pinkney, Jess Havers, Jill Ormsby, Kate Chachko, and Erin Harvey.
And ready to go. Let's turn it over our play-by-play man, Jackson Gruber. Take it away, Jackson.
Now the first quarter should be getting underway as the game will kick off. And Seneca will win the first draw control.
And Katie Matheson wins the draw.
Probably a phrase we're going to be saying a good bit today.
I'm sure.
As there's a scramble down the left side of the field, wrangled by Seneca. Now they're bringing it up through the middle, trying to start a quick attack here. Having trouble keeping possession of the ball as they bring it up the right sideline. Trying to bring it around the net, trying to create an attack from the back. Struggling for passes. They get it over to Frankie Serino. Eyeing up the options around the field. Not trying to be too hasty here by Seneca. At some point, they will need to make a move, looking to find one, as they get dispossessed as Cherokee starts taking it the other way. Bringing it up for Cherokee is number 10, Gabrielle Mina, one of the captains, as she runs up in to the right side, trying to iron up in a shot on goal. And right as her shot goes off, a whistle blows as well.
Right off the bat, Cherokee going to have a great opportunity to score the first goal.
And it's in. And that gives you first score of the night. Cherokee takes a 1-0 lead. About 10-20 to go.
Number 10, Gabby Mina. She had ball control all the way down to the field. Manages to get the penalty, and she did not miss. Early 1-0 lead for the Chiefs.
Showing the importance of that counterattack there, as Seneca was too cautious to take a shot. Cherokee barrels right down and is able to win a penalty and take the lead.
Right, Seneca did have a lot of control, but again, Cherokee, did the same, but managed to, cause a turnover and resulted in the first goal of the game.
Another face-off here, as Seneca hoped to erase their early deficit. Referee not gets it to go, and it will fall for Cherokee. Very tough time wrangling it as Abby Ball wins it. Cherokee trying to keep things going quick. Nearly forced a turnover by Seneca as Cherokee gets down low. They get a shot off, and it's another goal by Lila Clark.
Again, from the get-go, looked like Abby Ball did win the draw control right down to the field. And a quick 2-0 score by the Chiefs.
Now Seneca had a 3-game losing streak against Cherokee. Not certainly how they wanted to start this one off.
No, that's for sure. We mentioned earlier in our pregame that of the 3 losses, Cherokee did face 2 powerhouses on those losses. It was Hunterdon Central and Moorestown. So nothing to be ashamed about losing to those 2 teams.
No. Very tough teams as Abby Ball fights and struggles, is able to wrangle it for Cherokee. And Cherokee here proving early that winning draws is important to getting the momentum. Now Cherokee bringing it up with Sam Horing. Now trying to pass it around back of the net. Now playing, looking for their opportunity in the middle. Eyeing up every pass. Now Clark eyeing up, trying to bring things towards the middle. Looks for another pass. Cherokee gets down low, but it's saved. First save tonight for Lexi Leteri. And now Cherokee putting a whole lot of pressure on Seneca as they're trying to bring things out of their own corner.
Yeah, and Cherokee was outnumbered, but did put a lot of pressure down there.
Yeah, that's been their MO this game. So far tonight, Cherokee puts the pressure on. Seneca has struggled with that. Now Seneca in the midfield with Maddie Schwartz. Going for a long pass to set something up. They're down low. The shot from Matheson is missed.
Cherokee's going to keep control, bringing it out. Again, a little pressure there with the long pass, like you said, Jackson. Unfortunately, the shot went way wide.
Yeah, still a good sign there for Seneca as Cherokee looks to bring things up yet again. And now Ava Reganado looking up her passes. Eyeing things up in the center. bringing things up towards the middle, trying to get a shot low. And Gabriella Mina able to convert once again. Second goal so far in this early in this game.
All right, and that goal was again geared for the lower corner. Might have hit the ground first, but it goes in. 3 quick goals again by the Cherokee Chiefs.
Yeah, Cherokee able to use them low shots to their advantage because if it goes in the goal, it goes in the goal.
Now, right now, it's a tough sun field for Alexi Lettieri, as you see her right there, and the net's really shading her eyes. So that'll change because we still got a long time for the sun to go down.
Yeah, but certainly not something she wants to deal with, especially with a deficit right now. Looks as though this draw will nearly broke for Seneca, but Cherokee's able to hold on to things. Another scramble and a whistle as Gianna Booker went down with the ball.
Oh, and another one.
Another one, that time on Matheson, trying to
interrupt the flow here by the Chiefs.
Yeah, which Seneca is struggling with. Now down by the crease, looking for the pass. As Cherokee drifts behind the goal with Kayla Niederberger. Now eyeing up her shots as she's dispossessed. Cherokee able to hold on to it as they take it back out. Back over to Lila Clark. Eyeing things up from the right side. Trying to make a move. Trying to spin in. No shot taken.
I think we're going to get another penalty shot here.
This time Clark not able to capitalize on the penalty as Lettieri makes the save, and now Seneca trying to start a counterattack. But the pressure from that Cherokee defense is slowing them down as they go for the long pass that does not connect. And now things will start coming back the way they've been going most game with the orange and white.
I know it's early, so early in this game, but Seneca, I think, needs that next goal. Get some confidence in their game and maybe cut the lead down.
Certainly they need something, at least get an attack going, at the very least.
Yeah, they won the draw on the opening draw and had a lot of possession, but again, if you remember, it was on forced turnover, and Cherokee came down and scored.
Seneca haven't been able to get something like that since. As Cherokee running in with Abby Ball, looking for the shot, and it scores. And there's that prolific freshman we were talking about earlier, Abby Ball.
Absolutely.
And now with just 6 minutes to go in the first, Cherokee has taken a 4-goal lead.
There's a timeout. I'm sure Seneca's called timeouts. They stop the bleeding here a little bit and talk it over. See some things that they possibly can do differently to try to get back into this game, even though we got a long ways to go.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of lacrosse left to be played, but there is not great energy coming from that Seneca bench. As the conference, and now no shortage of replays. This one's sponsored by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
This is the first goal off of a penalty. Gabby Mina scores the first of her 2 goals so far for the Chiefs. And the second goal coming up. It's a nice pass in and quick release. I think that, and the last goal, the 4th goal for the Chiefs, Abby Ball off the draw, and a blistering shot from outside. Finds the net. 4-0 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, so far tonight, Cherokee been peppering Lettieri, who's been good so far with 38 saves in just 5 games so far for Seneca. But today, not looking the same goalie. It's been tough.
Well, they have a lot of tough shots, and again, looking into the sun. But it's Cherokee control from the draw on almost every draw so far that we've seen, and at least four of the possessions, 4 out of maybe 6 or 7 possessions they've scored. So their rate of scoring is very, very good. Coming off this timeout with 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Seneca going to hope to start things off on the right foot here. So far, been a pretty absent. We haven't had to say Kate Matheson's name nearly as much as we thought we would, but that's...
that one long pass where she received the pass, and unfortunately the shot went high and wide. There was a little pressure on there, so we'll see if they change up a little their strategy here to get back into this game early, still in the first quarter.
A lot of these draws have been scrambles. This one not so much, but Cherokee still retains it. Quick passes there with Gianna Booker and Abby Ball to set up the attack. Now Booker runs it in, passes it over to Clark, who's by the right side trying to bring things around the crease. Now Cherokee eyeing up the pass, trying to send things towards the middle. Booker looking, gets the pass down all low, and the shot is deflected.
Cherokee keeping some great passing into the middle there into the cutter.
And Cherokee still keeping the pressure on. Momentarily dispossessed, but the ball keeps flowing their way. Brooke Brown eyeing up her options. She passes out wide. Now going behind the goal again. Cherokee using all the space they got. Now from the left, the attack comes. Racing in there was Gianna Booker, not able to convert on the shot.
I think we got a yellow card against Seneca for the stick up high. And again, it will result in another penalty, and it looks like number 21, Sadie Rodowitz, going into the sin bin with the yellow card.
Now Gianna Booker is leading that last attack, looking to convert with a goal here off the penalty shot. Waiting for the ref's approval. Ref wants her to take her time. She's going in there, and the goal is good. And that's a 5th goal here for Cherokee as they widen their lead up to 5-0.
And Gianna Booker, coming into this game, was leading the Chiefs with 15 goals.
And as you saw there, Seneca with their first player in the sin bin tonight. 3 of the goals they've conceded have come off of penalties.
Yeah, and that's it's unfortunate again, especially for the goalie. Kind of left out to dry. At least there's 3 of them. So the defense definitely needs a little bit of better discipline in the defensive end.
Yeah, and now for the first time in a while, we have a Seneca win off the draw. Running down the end line is Georgia Kluber, eyeing up the passes, trying to bring things into the middle as we have a stoppage in play.
Looked like an interference play on Seneca, so Cherokee's going to get it back.
Yeah, just when things looked like they were starting to turn the green way, we're back to Cherokee on offense. Long run up the outside here from Booker. She completes the pass over, and now the ball down low. And there's another goal for Lila Clark, who gets her 2nd of the night.
Just some great passing, hitting the open person, hitting the cutter, and the cutter receiving the ball, and they're not missing.
No, Cherokee seems almost as soon as they can get it down there, they have a shot off. Most of the times it's landed in the back of the net. 3:40 to go here in the first as we restart play.
And Kate Matheson and Abby Ball taking the draw.
And this one is recovered by Seneca, who's starting. And now Kate Matheson trying to race up, trying to keep possession. Look, eyeing up a shot, and she scores it.
All right, and that was 1-2, very quick goal, and certainly going to need a few more. So Katie Matheson, again, coming into this game, leading the team with 22 goals. Gets her first one today for Seneca.
Putting Seneca on the board. Good way to stop the bleeding. Hopefully they can, for their sake, they can keep the bleeding away for a good bit. That goal came in just 14 seconds. They'd certainly like another one that quick.
Katie and Abby again taking the draw.
Matheson hoping she can keep some of the momentum with Seneca. Perhaps not letting them go yet. And now that one springs pretty high up there and is corralled by Brooke Brown of Cherokee. Leads the counterattack up the left side. Sends it back to Brown. Sends it over the middle to Booker. And now the Cherokee has infiltrated. A lot of people down low. Having trouble handling it. Brown dancing around. Booker trying to get a pass off. And that one will be...
Looks like another penalty shot
Another
coming up.
penalty shot.
Lila Clark. And it's in. She had a hat trick for Lila Clark.
Early one for her tonight as she converts, I think, her second penalty shot, as Seneca have been giving up a few of them so far.
Well, again, it's really tough to tell teams coming in with their record because even though both teams are in the Olympic division, the Olympic Conference, they both are in two different divisions. Cherokee's in the American and Seneca is in the National Division, both in the Olympic Conference.
Yeah, on paper, if you had seen the records, you'd think this would be a good game for Seneca. So far, it has not developed that way. And the draw is won by Cherokee again. Abby Ball having trouble collecting it, but now Cherokee has the attack going. That one's passed down right side to Clark. Now Cherokee trying to bring it around the net with Kayla Niederberger circling around, taking every pass they can get. Gone full circle now. Abby Ball now with it behind the net. Trying to go for the shot directly, and she converts it. And now that brings Cherokee up to an 8-1 lead as Abby Ball scores her second tonight.
And Abby's a tall girl, so if she gets that ball high up, it's really difficult picking up where that like the slot in the pitcher coming off of that shot. And again, Lexi again coming in with 38 saves. She's not the tallest goalie around, so that upper shot could be really, really difficult. Again, especially right now, staring into the sun.
Yeah, the sun is certainly lowered a little bit, but still got a long way to go before she's out of the sun. Another draw here with just under 2 to go and an 8-1 Cherokee lead. Matheson and Ball up there as usual. This one is a race to the sideline, and this one will be won by Seneca. Now trying to pass it back towards the middle with Maddie Schwartz. Bringing it up the right side, eyeing up the pass to Matheson. Tries to get down in for a shot. She goes to ground. No call. It seems that Cherokee has the ball yet, but they're having trouble getting it out of the corner. Now it looks as though they've at least roughly secured it as the run comes up down the left side. Now with Booker, who passes it in for Niederberger. Running around the goal, trying to set something up. Passes to Addie Schramm. Now Cherokee backing things up, slowing it down a little bit. Once again going around the net. Niederberger trying to find someone. She's able to connect her pass to the left. Now Booker racing in, and she scores again.
If you notice, Gianna had like a little stutter step, and I kind of threw off the timing of the defense and even the goalie. And Gianna gets her second goal tonight. And the 9th for the Chiefs.
Yeah, certainly. I think it's fair to call this a one-sided start to this game, as with 1:51 to go in the first, Cherokee have a 9-1 lead. Now another draw. This one won by Kate Matheson. As Seneca trying to bring the counterattack, trying to get back onto the board. Matheson eyeing up her passes. Now the shot is off, and that one will not connect. But the possession will stay with Seneca. A lot of pressure from that Cherokee defense. Looks as though Seneca will maintain. Lining up for a penalty shot is number 2, Abby Clark. And her shot is deflected away by Claire Gore.
I believe Seneca will be keeping possession here, and that's the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, certainly a strong start for Cherokee as they hop out to a 9-1 lead.
Absolutely. You said it once, you said it 1,000 times. A strong start, pretty much one-sided. A couple possessions by Seneca. They did ring the bell once, but they certainly need a few goals and some saves on defense to get back into this. And we got a long ways to go, so anything can happen.
Yet again, we got a fair few of them. This replay is sponsored by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
I think this is Seneca's goal, possibly, with Katie Matheson. Yep, that was the lone goal by Seneca. And we're back to Cherokee again. Katie ball behind the net. And she just comes out and shoots it high. And that's Abby Ball's second goal today. And folks, we're at the end of the first quarter. It's been all Cherokee so far, 9-1.
Yeah, it's a good thing that over on that Seneca sideline, they have an experienced coach in Jacqueline Scuderi, who's been coaching lacrosse for 20 years. And she'll have to whip up a pretty good speech over there. She wants to get things going the Seneca way this time.
Yeah, well, I think she knows. I don't think she has to say too much about, the possession, time of possession, because the time of possession certainly goes to the Chiefs, and it certainly shows up on the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, and those Seneca players, They certainly know that they have not had much time possession, been on their heels most of the game, playing some flat-footed defense, trying to do whatever they can.
Right, and along with the pressure that the Chiefs are going on, it forces the defense to do some things they don't want to do, and as a result, they've had, I believe, 4 penalty shots today, and they've scored in all 4.
Yeah, it's certainly something Coach Scuderi's not going to be happy about. The other side, Coach Niederberger's has a little different take on that.
Well, Claire Gore, the Cherokee Chiefs goaltender, for the second quarter will be looking into the sun. We'll see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, she really wasn't tested
No,
that
wasn't
often
tested
in the
at
first
all, yeah.
quarter. And now she's going to have a quarter in the sun, and we'll see. That could certainly help to even things up.
Well, Seneca is definitely going to have to win some draw controls and also time of possession here.
And right off the bat, they are not able to. That was a hard-fought draw control, but Abby Ball has it now for Cherokee. Gianna Booker now bringing the attack up the middle. Passes it back to Ball. Cherokee once again taking all their passes they can get, trying to line up whatever shot they can. Back out the right side with Gianna Booker, who's on her own island. Not another player in sight. Passes it over to Abby Ball. Ball now trying to make something happen. Passes it in, and that's a goal for Cherokee. That goal there for Cherokee was scored by Sam Honig. First time on the score sheet tonight. Cherokee's goal scorers so far have been Lila Clark with 3, Gabriella Mina with 2, Gianna Booker with 2, Abby Ball with 2, and Sam Honig now with 1. The other side, the lone goal scorer for Seneca was Kate Matheson, who has 1. Matheson and Ball going for the draw. And in the foot race, that will go to Seneca. Handled by Maddie Schwartz. It's being put in a phone booth. Running down passes to Matheson. Lining up the shot. And that one will drop into the back of the net for Seneca. That goal was scored by... Well, the goal was scored.
Yeah, we'll try to get confirmation on it. It was tough to see from up here.
Yeah, and Seneca don't have the clearest of jersey numbers on the back of their shirts, but certainly a good goal for them. Seneca showing there how important getting a draw control win can be. Because right off of one, they were able to capitalize. And that's where their comeback will start if it occurs. This time, the possession will go to Cherokee. Once again, trying to make sure everyone can get up. They're starting their attack with Lila Clark. Sending things out wide. Now trying to race around the net. That passes to Addie Schramm. Pass it over to Booker. As Cherokee's been doing so often tonight, eyeing up all the passes. Now goes down low for Ball. Not quite able to handle it as Seneca tries to push things the other way.
That's good defense there by the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, now this is being taken the other way by Zariah Rivera, who's been faced by at least 1 or 2 Cherokee defenders her entire run up, as she's covered most of the field and going half the field. Now it's over to Georgia Kubler. Passes it back over to Rivera as Seneca's trying to push it long.
Oh, intercepted there.
And now Cherokee trying for a counterattack of their own, as there are not many green shirts back in defense. Cherokee struggling there a little bit to handle it for the goal scorer, Honig. Now Seneca putting a little defensive pressure onto their own, and are able to win things the other way. Going for a long pass down. Got a good opportunity here. Goes for the pass. The shot is off, and it's off the crossbar. That shot that banked off was from Shannon Grudy. And now Cherokee able to win back, but Matheson's able to slap it back to Seneca. She's trying to find herself an angle as she goes around the goal. Now Abby Clark with it, as Seneca are trying to pass around. Eyeing up their opportunities like Cherokee's been doing often. And what Seneca did with their first attack of the game. Another time around they've gone. Now Seneca trying to bring things down low. And that pass does not connect to Georgia Kubler. But she is able to wrangle things and keep the pressure on Cherokee. The attack is certainly slowed, but still a great threat here. Another pass disconnected to Maddie Schwartz.
Yeah, Seneca certainly doesn't want to give it up, because Cherokee does have a quick and great transition game.
Yeah, what Seneca needs right now is to be on offense, not running backwards trying to defend a counterattack, as Schwartz passes it around the net.
Looks like they're setting up a play, looking for a cutter.
Yeah, Grudy tried to go for a pass, but she was taken down.
We may get a restart here for number 12, Shannon Grudy.
Referee barking signals, trying to order people, trying to get things going the right way. But now she lets Shannon Grudy start things off. And Seneca's back passing around. Now they get down low, trying to get the shot off. And that one will go in for Maddie Schwartz.
Okay, good ball control, good time of possession there. And Cherokee gets their third goal. Seneca gets their third goal.
Yeah, Seneca certainly able to eat up a good chunk of time there. Something they haven't been able to do, hold on to the ball for extended periods of time.
And again, the three goal scorers for Seneca with Maddie Schwartz, Kate Matheson, and we're not sure of the second goal. So we get that, we'll pass that along.
Matheson up for the draw at the restart. Not Abby Ballin this time, it's their other draw taker, Gianna Booker. And Booker's not able to convert her first one, as this one goes for Seneca. Bringing things down with Georgia Kubler. She's trying to slow things down, get a little more bodies in the area, as that Cherokee defense is a sea of white. Now Seneca brings it around the net, taking their passes. Now over to Frankie Serino, who's trying to eye up a pass into the center. Sends it over to Matheson. So now eyeing up the pass, connects on the pass, and that one will be scored by Georgia Kubler.
Two unanswered goals here by Seneca.
Certainly got the tide flowing their way. First time they've had it so far today. That goal took them about a minute.
That was set up by number 1, Frankie Serino, who actually coming into this game is the second leading goal scorer for Seneca with 13 goals.
Yeah, certainly a good play. As Seneca didn't feel rushed to get the shot off. They were able to wait for the shot they wanted, and when they took it, they converted it. After the one draw by Booker, Abby Ball is back in the center circle for Cherokee. That one will go for Cherokee after the referee had some words to say. As Gianna Booker starts their offensive. Trying to let some bodies accumulate. As they're passing around the net to Kayla Niederberger. Yet again, taking their passes. It's worked for them so far tonight. Now it's over to Brooke Brown, captain. Passes it back with to Booker, who they've passed it back and forth a few times, and will continue to. Now Cherokee, just like Seneca, trying to wait for the shot they want, not the shot they have. Although this Seneca defense has stepped itself up in the second quarter, not allowing Cherokee to get the shots they want as much.
And certainly cut down on the penalties also.
That was another important step for him. Now Lila Clark is able to get the ball into a dangerous position. Still not satisfied with how things are shaking up. As Matheson is putting a whole lot of pressure on for that Seneca defense. Now it's to pass it back to Booker. And Booker gets momentarily dispossessed and nearly loses possession, but that one will be ruled to stay with Cherokee. Now Booker racing in, trying to get a shot off. Runs straight into the crowd. Now Abby Ball walks away with it. Looking to set something up. Now Booker trying to run in, gets for the shot, and that one is saved. Lexi Leteri on the save as Seneca try and bring things the other way.
I think that's going to get a call.
Yeah, Maddie Schwartz went down there for Seneca, and she has the option to restart pace. And now Abby Ball wins it back for Cherokee as she leads the counterattack.
That long reach from behind, Cherokee gets possession.
Yeah, Schwartz not expecting it as Abby Ball reached around and picked her pocket. Now Lila Clark, the one to try and set things up for Cherokee. As she's dancing into the area. Goes for the shot. And that one will connect. Lila Clark as she nets her fourth of the night. To bring Cherokee's advantage up to 7 with an 11-4 lead.
And right before that change of possession, I was just ready to say, well, the next goal, if it was 10-4, Seneca gets that fifth goal, they're back into the ball game, and then Abby Ball gets the whistle against her on a takedown, but that didn't deter her from coming back and causing a turnover, and they come down and they put the 11th goal in. So a quick turnaround after Seneca scores the fourth goal.
Yeah, you saw some great defense from Seneca there to keep Cherokee from scoring, but the problem is they didn't get the ball out as Cherokee was able to come back in and able to net that critical goal. Yet again, Ball and Matheson line up for the draw. As this springs for Cherokee. Oh no, Seneca. As Maddie Schwartz takes up the right side, and that will not draw a whistle. Goes for the assist on number 2, Abby Clark for Seneca.
Abby Clark was set up great, but she just, the ball just rolled out right before her shot.
Yeah, tried to shoot that just a moment too soon as Seneca puts some whole lot of pressure on that Cherokee defense. The ref rules a little too much pressure as Cherokee get to slow things down and start things up how they want to with Ava Reganado.
The allergies are kicking in here.
Yeah, the one drawback of this lovely spring weather is
that's it. The old
the
pollen and
allergies.
ragweed and grass.
And now Cherokee up the right side, gets it into Brooke Brown, looking for the shot, dancing around trying to get one off, and that one will be deflected away by Lexi Letary. Cherokee keeping the pressure on with just 2 minutes to go in the half.
At stoppage of time here, I think they lost the ball and went through the net. Looks like they're going to try to get another ball here. Here it is.
Where did that go?
I think it went underneath. There must be a little space, or either a hole in the net or a little space, and it found it.
Well, that's certainly an interesting stoppage.
And a score.
Quick off of it from Gabriella Mina, who nets her hat trick. Second one for Cherokee tonight. And just when, as you said, it was 10-4, you thought, oh, Seneca gets this next goal. We might be looking at something close. Yeah, not yet. And right after that, Cherokee's able to score 2 and really deflate the momentum from that Seneca team and Seneca bench. They have just under 2 minutes here before the half to try and keep things from getting real out of hand. Ball's able to win the draw, and now Cherokee's starting up yet another attack with Lila Clark. Sends it in for Brown, eyeing up her chances, and a whistle.
Cherokee going to get another penalty shot here.
First one for them in a little while. Lila, as Brooke Brown lines it up, and that one will be saved. Still in a dangerous area as a foot race, and that one will be won by Seneca, who's bringing it up with Maddie Schwartz. Now Schwartz trying to bring things up the right side. Pass it down in for Frankie Serino. Had a great assist earlier as she runs into a crowd of traffic. The ref thought just a little too much traffic.
Yep, draws the penalty, and it looks like Frankie Serino is going to try to get Seneca's 5th goal.
Trying with just over a minute to go here, trying to...
All right, ball's going to come out outside.
Now Seneca are able to take their passes, trying to set up the shot they want. Cherokee doing everything they can to not allow them that shot. Now going around the back with Abby Clark. She's lining up a shot.
Oh, she got it high. And that's going to be a card. And against number 15, Eva Reganado. The high stick up. And we'll get a penalty shot. Also time in the penalty box.
This penalty to be taken by Seneca's freshman Abby Clark, who's on a good run before that high sticking call came in. Lines up the shot right away, and that one's going to go wide. Yeah, Cherokee, not too much urgency for them to bring things out. Now certainly trying to start something up.
Yeah, they'll be happy at this point just to keep control and let the clock run out. 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah. At this point, doesn't seem like they're trying to get down there. They are running down. I think this is just to try and keep possession. Might try to go for a long shot here. And no, that will do it for the first half as Cherokee holds a 12-4 lead over the Seneca Golden Eagles.
And we said that Seneca came back and made it 10-4, but Cherokee said nothing doing. I got 2 quick goals as we're at the half. 12-4 for the Chiefs.
It's a productive quarter for Seneca, but certainly not enough. They still need a heck of a lot more in this third quarter and the fourth quarter if they want to come back into this and keep their 4-run record at 5-1.
Well, we've seen many games here where the goals were scored, in a short amount of time. But you get the feel for, at least right now, that Cherokee's still pretty much in control of this game.
And yeah, after the second quarter, it's now halftime with the Cherokee Chiefs holding a 12-4 lead at home against the Seneca Golden Eagles. We'll be back in the second half shortly, but now we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Dan Higgins Wood Flooring Warehouse, your hardwood flooring specialist since 1985. Flooring showroom located in Medford, New Jersey. On the web at danhiggins.com. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. The Law Office of Louis G. Guzzo, providing personal, compassionate service and round-the-clock availability. 856-795-0020 or guzzolawfirm@gmail.com. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Joe, we're back. Now just under a minute to go as we're nearing the start of the third quarter. Let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, on the web at ivyrehab.com.
Okay, that was number 5, the goal by Maddie Schwartz for Seneca. And here comes number 12, one of her 4 goals by Lila Clark. Georgia Kubler for Seneca. And again, Gabby Mina, one of her 3 goals today.
Well, so far there's been no shortage of highlights. Seems that the coaches' meetings have just concluded. Seems as though we're close to starting back up here. Cherokee currently having a 12-4 advantage.
And Jackson, with these many goals, 16 in the first half, of course it stops the clock and the game gets a little bit longer than usual. You have a 2-1, 3-2 game. The time the scene goes by so quickly. But we do have a lot of goals, or we did have some 2 penalties also that stops the clock. We also had a ball that was lost behind the net. That stopped the clock. Any case, into the third quarter, sun's almost down. Turn it over to Jackson again for the play-by-play.
Yeah, Lexi Laterra looks like she won't have too much longer to deal with that sun, but it will still be a concern for her. Now Seneca trying to buy her some time, taking it down, trying to cut into that large deficit they're facing. Now with Maddie Schwartz passing it around the net. Over to Abby Clark, eyeing up her shot. Doesn't like her angle. Trying to make some moves. Passes it down to Maddie Schwartz. Not able to get the shot off. Now there's a race for it. Seneca able to keep possession with Matheson. Now we have a whistle down low. Looks as though
Maddie Schwartz has a chance here.
Yeah, penalty shot for Schwartz. Claire Gorennet hasn't had to defend too many of these. And that one will score as Schwartz nets her second of the night.
Looks like Maddie went to the right and came back to the left and scored her second goal for Maddie and the 5th goal for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, for Seneca, that's how you want to start off this third quarter. But unlike the second quarter, they can't let Cherokee score. They got to get certainly a few more of them.
And still, it's Abby Ball and Katie Matheson for the draw.
Yeah, matchup we've seen a fair few times tonight. Once Cherokee subbed out Ball for Gianna Booker, but they've gone back to their tried and true taker Ball. Looks to be some confusion with the officials over the clock. All 3 refs are now having to discuss things.
Yeah, I'm wondering. They are pointing to the clock, and I'm wondering if still the official, even though there's a scoreboard, a lot of times the official score or time is kept on the field by one of the referees, and maybe they're just not in sync with each other. So, or could possibly be a substitution. I'm not really sure.
All 3 referees, and it looks that both coaches have convened at the scorer's table. Must be a real puzzler. Looks as though Niederberger isn't very happy about this.
Well, he's there certainly getting an explanation, but we're just not sure. We think this has something to do with the clock.
Well, it seems as though the clock started and ran down, I think, 5 seconds around the time that the the draw was held. And the draw was held for a bit before the refs blew it dead. Now, started running back to the middle. Niederberger wants his explanation. The refs are trying to wave him off. Now they're trying to explain this to Scuderi.
Possibly with a substitution because number 15 is coming out.
Ava Reganado.
Wasn't she in the penalty box? Maybe she came into the game too early before the penalty was up. Did it possibly go into the second half, the third quarter?
Well, if it took them 3 minutes to explain it to the coaches, I think we're going to have a little trouble piecing it together. But it seems as though normal lacrosse has resumed with Kate Matheson winning back.
Well, I'm
the
just
draw.
wondering if Ava Reganado came out of the game, still has time on a penalty.
Yeah, she's still standing over by the scorer's table.
We're going to go with that, folks.
That's the official explanation as Brooke Brown brings the counterattack up the center. Now slowing things down with Kaylin Niederberger. Back over to Brown as she waits for support. Now Gianna Booker back to Abby Ball. Seneca certainly not allowing Cherokee to get what they want, but that just means that Cherokee's going to have to wait and take a lot of passes to try and find something. Now Brooke Brown trying to run in, not able to connect. Now Honing ran in, didn't have a shot she liked. It's back around with Niederberger, who's circling the net, as we have some discourse from the officials. Now Niederberger restarts play with a pass back to Ball. Both of them look to play things back to the center through the left side. They pass it to Brooke Brown. Doesn't have the shot she wants. Passes it back to Booker, who goes in, and that one will be scored by Gianna Booker. That one looked as though,
I thought it was a save there.
yeah, I thought Latero was able to keep it out, but it must have rolled in.
Yeah, because usually we look for the back of the net, moving, and we didn't know until the ref made the signal that it was a good goal. 13th for the Chiefs.
That brings Gianna Booker up to the hat trick, the third tonight for the Chiefs, with Booker, Mina, and Clark all completing them. Yet again, Ball and Matheson going for the draw. That one went off swimmingly for the officials as Seneca wins that one. Matheson passing it back to Fiona Sorkowski, who is trying to lead the rush here for Seneca. Now Seneca taking it around the net with Clark. Taking the passes with Schwartz. Now over to Kubler. Passing it behind to Clark again. They don't have the shot they want. They're trying to find it. Schwartz looked as though she was tripped for a moment, but she regains her balance. Nadia Strobel with the ball, trying to rush in, passes it back to Matheson. Matheson looks as though she was taken to ground. Lost control.
Yeah, she had a spin move 2 or 3 times trying to get loose. Had 2 or 3 Chiefs on her, but they drew the penalty.
Now, one of Cherokee's keys to the game was to stop Matheson. Not the way they want to do that.
Well, they just stopped her right there.
That is how they want to do it, with Claire Gore making a save. Hasn't had to make too many of them tonight. As Cherokee now bringing up the sideline with Brown. Trying to turn on the quick counterattack. Brown got into a small little collision with Rodowitz. Now Cherokee able to take things around the net. Yet again, taking their passes over to Honig and to Brown. Now Brown sending team into the middle, trying to get more bodies in the center. She comes up the left side, trying to get the shot off, and that one will score. And that one is the first tonight for the captain, Brooke Brown, who was one of the first honorees tonight at senior night, and you can certainly tell how much Cherokee appreciates her with the sound you're getting from
Absolutely. A great cheer from the sidelines for Brooke Brown. Her first goal tonight. She actually coming into this game with 12 goals, which she's tied for third coming into this game.
Yeah, and at Cherokee, you can see in the stands, you can see the signs and banners held up for Brooke Brown.
Right, senior night. It's great to see.
Yeah, certainly what you want for her, who will be now off the draw. Seneca had a hard time wrestling it, but Kubler was able to win it for him. Now Schwartz taking it up through the middle. Now looked as though there was a slight collision. Able to recover. Over to Matheson. Now taking all their passes. Going around the back to Clark. A lot of pressure there being applied by that Cherokee defense. Clark able to rush in, tries to get the shot off, and that one will score.
Great individual effort there by number 2, Abby Clark. She's a freshman. First goal today for Abby.
Yeah, but just like the Abby on the other side of the field, Abby Ball, they certainly don't play like freshmen. Both have been important contributors tonight. Abby Ball netting 2, and Clark getting her first one about midway through the third here. And now Ball and Matheson ready for the draw. Seems that each time the ref has to instruct them longer. This one nearly went to Ball, and it looks as though it still will, but she's having some trouble picking it up after it was deflected away by Georgia Kubler of Seneca. Now Cherokee are able to bring the forces up. Lila Clark starting things off for them. Now Addie Schramm with it. Niederberger, who's been in that behind the net spot for them a lot tonight. Yet again looking for the pass. And she'll send it back to Schramm. Now Brooke Brown trying to make a run in. She'll dart back, try not to waste the opportunity. Now Gianna Booker trying to run up, trying to get a shot off, but she drops the ball. That one will get deflected away Now a scramble to pick it up. Addie Schramm nearly got there, but the Seneca apparently put on too much force there with Sadie Rodowitz as Cherokee keeps possession. Now Abby Schramm, or no, Abby Ball, slip of the tongue. Abby Ball gets one of her classic over the net goals with her the long arms.
Yeah, coming around from the net, she faked it once and stayed high up and hit the upper net once again. Hat trick for the freshman Abby Ball.
And that extends Cherokee up to 15. Lead once again at 9 at 15-6 with 4:22 to go here in the third period. And now seems as though you can probably tell with your screen dimming, sun is shying away, and hopefully won't be too much of an impact for the goalies.
It's just an impact on us because it's getting chilly.
Yeah, unfortunately as announcers, we can't be running around the field to stay warm.
No, the jumping jacks in place or something.
Now this draw, after bouncing for Cherokee, it will end up with Matheson. Pass it down for Kubler, who's trying to start things up. Kubler trying to rush a shot. That one will get deflected away, and it looks as though Maddie Schwartz will win the foot race and handles it cleanly. Now Schwartz trying to bring things back in. Nearly took a stick to the face. But now it's down low, and we have a whistle, so Seneca will maintain possession. Now Clark passing around. Seneca trying to eye up their passes. Get it back out to Matheson, to Schwartz. As they looks as though they're going to take another loop around here as they're back again behind the net. Eyeing up the pass, trying to make the run. Looks as though that one will be scored.
Yeah, it looked like Claire Gore was kind of jumping up like possibly the ball hit her in the leg or the knee, and it did go in the net. I couldn't really tell who scored.
Yeah, a whole lot of commotion going down there. And for the second time tonight, we don't know the goal scorer for Seneca. The other goal scorers tonight have been Maddie Schwartz with 2, and 1 apiece for Abby Clark, Kate Matheson, and Georgia Kubler.
And in the second and seventh goal, I'm just not sure right now.
Now Seneca trying to convert that momentum, trying to keep the pressure on with Maddie Schwartz. Pass it over to the right, trying to eye up into the center. Not able to land the pass, but Claire Gore had a little trouble wrestling that next to the net. Now she's having trouble finding the pass. That one goes way outside for Emma Cox, who's running up the sideline. Oh, nearly went out. Quick run here. Now she's able to pass it down to Niederberger, who's running along the net. Now running back around the net, a familiar position for her tonight. Yet again, Cherokee taking the passes, not able to connect on that one, and that one will fall for Lexi Leteri. Looked as though Cherokee's centering pass to get it down there was just a little too high for whoever was trying to receive it, and it fell for Lexi Leteri. And now Seneca taking things the other way with Frankie Serino. Serino trying to get the pass to connect. That one doesn't look like it will, but Seneca will hold on to it. Now Seneca trying to get the shot off, and it looks like that one will fall for That one will fall for Abby Clark.
Closing the gap a little bit here with 1:31 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, certainly some progress for Seneca. The deficit's lowest it's been since probably the first quarter or early in the second quarter. That's what you like to see for Seneca, but still got a long way to go. Yet again, that time ball was not on the draw. That was Gianna Booker as Seneca wins it. That pass is not going to connect, but Frankie Sereno's able to recover it as she's taken down to the ground. Just a little over a minute here as Sereno tries to get something going here, trying to cut the deficit to 6. Passing it around back to Clark. As Seneca taking things around the net. Now pass it over to Shannon Grudy. As things go around the circle. Back to Maddie Schwartz, who's trying to go for a run in. Faced some contact and backed off. Now Schwartz is slowing things down a little bit. Half a minute to go here. Back around to Clark at the end line. Now we have a whistle here. Ref barking signals. Looks as though, all right, something happened. And Cherokee rushing down. Brooke Brown able to cover that and collect it. And trying to bring it back, but that should just about do it for the third quarter. And after 3 here, 15-8 is the Cherokee lead. Margin of 7. It's a better spot than Seneca's been in a while, but still not a great one.
Yeah, nice to see Seneca, putting the ball in the net, trying to get back into the game. But again, whenever we see that happen, usually Cherokee will turn it on, and you can see Coach Niederberger is getting other people into the game. We saw 3 or 4 people waiting to get in to sub in, and we'll see if they have a different lineup, pretty much other than their starting lineup to start the fourth quarter.
Certainly seen some fresh faces in the last couple minutes for Cherokee. And now we're going to take a look again at the replay. This replay is sponsored by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
Okay, that was the goal there. I guess that was by Abby Clark. And the last goal there by, I think it was Gianna Booker or Brooke Brown. He said Abby Clark for Seneca, yep. Okay, well, we're at 15-8. Got 12 more minutes left. It's going to be interesting to see the lineup that Coach Jeff Niederberger puts out for the Chiefs.
Likely won't see too much of a shift in lineup for Seneca.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like Katie Matheson going in.
Next game LDTV will be covering, got a varsity boys volleyball game between the Cinnaminson Pirates at the Seneca Golden Eagles. That one will be coming to you on Friday at youtube.com/Lenape District TV. And with such a big gap, you wonder whether Seneca can come back, but even if they can't, they at least want to get some good things on paper and some good things on film to work towards.
To work on some offensive possessions, and just keep the work ethic up. Never giving up until the final whistle.
Yeah, it seems as though not a complete shakeup, but there are definitely some faces.
Some few different numbers there for the Chiefs.
Few people we haven't seen much of today. A couple people who we've only seen a little bit in the third quarter.
Still the same draw. Players for the draw. Abby Ball and Kate Matheson.
And they will kick off the fourth quarter shortly. Ball and Matheson again. Now we have another whistle. Looks as though we're going to have to redraw. Now Ball and Matheson on the draw again. Referee didn't like how that first one went. Now this one's turned into a foot race. Little trouble handling and a little bit of contact. This one will go in favor of Seneca's Maddie Schwartz, who was fouled there by Gianna Booker. Now Seneca bringing it down with Kubler, who's rushing straight towards the net, trying to find a pass or a shot, and she's able to convert.
That's her second goal today.
Yeah, quick, able to get that one off in just 30 seconds.
That's a great individual effort. She got the control almost in midfield, all the way around the right side, brought it back into the middle, and kept it in a great shot. Goes into the net for the 9th Seneca goal.
Yeah, Seneca's going to be needing some play like that, and if Kubler, as you said, already had one before that tonight, could certainly be the person to step up. Now the second goal brings her on a tie with Abby Clark and Maddie Schwartz as the top goal scorers. Although, keep in mind, 2 of Seneca's goals have been unattributed. Ball and Matheson yet again on the draw. This one goes for Seneca. Sends it down to Matheson, who is not able to connect with the pass. As Cherokee starts to bring things the other way as the lights turn on at Cherokee Field. Some trouble here possessing the ball. Seneca trying to push things back their way. Referee isn't a fan of that, and so for Cherokee it goes. Now Cherokee, a lot of passes down low, trying to lengthen their lead. Gianna Booker passes around the ball. Ball racing around the side. Passes it back to a fresh-faced Bree Rogers, who was honored earlier tonight at senior night. Now she goes to ground, pops back up.
Yeah, she got hit high up, but there's no call.
Yeah, no call. You just got to pop right back up, and she was able to do that flawlessly. Now it's being held by Anna Weinberg, another new addition for Cherokee tonight. Referee didn't like that contact as Lila Clark brings it in, who's been pretty good tonight. Clark eyeing up her pass. This one's over to Addie Schramm. Now Cherokee taking things around behind the net. Now Cherokee with Honig trying to get the shot off, and that one will score as Honig nets her second of the night. That will extend the Cherokee lead up to 16-9, negating the earlier goal from Georgie Kubler.
And it looks like number 26, Cami Pino, just went into the game for the Chiefs.
Yeah, certainly one of those players that didn't see as much time in the first 3 quarters, who Niederberger wants to get some experience to.
Anna Weinberger just coming out of the game, number 22 for the Chiefs, and also number 10, Gabby Mina.
That was one of Niederberger's weak points he listed. He said, we have been having trouble getting our young players and new stars getting used to the speed of the game. It seems as though today they've been able to get that going.
Well, yeah, and again, we mentioned before that early in their season they did play Hunterdon and Central and Moorestown, who are perennial powerhouses, and certainly got a lot of experience going up against those 2 teams early in the season.
Yeah, certainly, although you don't want the losses on the stat sheet, those are good teams to face coming off a 15-6 record if you want to start.
Absolutely, great learning experiences there.
Now the ball held by Zariah Rivera for Seneca. Pass it over to Clark, 2-time goal scorer. She's trying to make a move to bring things in, but just passes things back out. Now Kubler trying to line something up. She rushes in, gets the shot off, and that one will not score. Now it looks as though we have a penalty shot here for Seneca. And that one will be scored. That goal was scored by number 13, Georgia Kubler. Gets her up to a hat trick.
This is her 3rd goal. 10th goal for the Golden Eagles.
3rd goal we know of.
Right. A mystery 2nd and 7th goal for the Golden Eagles. Number 31 for Chiefs. We do not have a 31. Yes, we do. Shayna Niederberger, freshman, midfielder, going in right now for the Chiefs.
Now that means I'll have to distinguish whether I'm talking about Kaylin Niederberger or Shayna Niederberger. Distinction I didn't have to make earlier.
Now you do.
More work for me. That draw will be won by Matheson, who tries to start the attack, but referee ain't a fan.
Yeah, there's a takedown there. Looked like there was an injury. That's why the whistle blew.
Looks as though player's all right, at least enough to keep play going. As Seneca's having some trouble holding on as they get dispossessed. Now Cherokee sends a rushing attack up the side. This one led by Brooke Brown, the captain. Fan favorite here tonight. Over to Addie Schramm. Cherokee try to set something up from behind the net. Now Clark rushing in, goes for the pass, and Honig's shot will not connect. That one will go wide. Cherokee still with it here as ball's lining up the shot, and she converts that one.
Another from behind the net for Abby Ball, spin move. Abby picks up her 4th goal.
Yeah, it's been our MO tonight, and it's not hard to see how she got to 4 goals.
Number 20, Michelina Belleville, freshman coming in now for the Chiefs.
And that raises Cherokee's total to 17 as they've been trading them back and forth in this 4th quarter with Seneca.
And Belleville comes out. I think she was just getting the stick off of one of the players to come out.
Not the kind of experience you wanted to get, but certainly some action of some sort.
Right, well, she's a freshman defenseman.
Yet again, Ball and Matheson on the draw. Now, Cherokee, another thing they wanted to do at the start of this game is limit Matheson's impact, and
yeah, well, I think they've done that.
They've certainly done that with
a goal, maybe one of the other 2nd or 7th goal that we're not sure of, but for the most part, yeah, they've kept Katie in check.
Yeah, now Seneca's able to deflate that chance, but still a long ways to go to run up. This attack being led by Nadia Strobel as she's taken down at about the 45-yard line. Now Strobel will restart play after these after the officials clear it, who've been pretty active in the second half.
And I think the trip was on Addie Schramm, and I think she's in the penalty box.
Now Sadie Rodowitz passes it over for Seneca as the ball is dropped by number 18, Taylor Topham. Seems as though Seneca's also committed themselves to getting some more faces out there, trying to get some more people some experience. Still have a fair bit of starters in as Schwartz runs up and takes a foul.
And we got stoppage of clock here.
Schwartz will restart play here with just over half of the fourth quarter left to go. Now Seneca struggling to get a grasp on the ball, and Cherokee's going to turn it the other way with Bree Rogers. Rogers ran into some traffic and
Drew a penalty. She's going to get the restart.
Gonna get the restart, gonna be able to take it at her own pace.
Number 27, one of the captains, senior Bree Rogers. Also
Pass.
57 is in there now. Emma Cox for Cherokee.
Passes it back to the goalie, Claire Gore. A little bit of a risky pass back to her as Bree Rogers starts to bring the attack back up. Seneca putting a whole lot of pressure on Cherokee, trying to prevent them from walking down again. Now back around behind the net. Jeez.
I know what you were trying to say.
Thank you. Now out again to Gianna Booker. Trying to pass things down the right side. Now the ball's being taken around. Now with Honig. Eyeing up her options and passes it back to number 22, Anna Weinberg.
Addie Schramm, number 9, going back into the game for Cherokee.
Yeah, that extra player in the box will help out on this attack, where they looked like they were just one piece away from getting something to go. Schramm putting some traffic as she runs up. Now passes it around to Weinberg. Abby Ball trying to get a shot off, and she's able to convert that one. And that is her 5th tonight for Abby Ball. Abby Ball able to take the leading scorer position away from Lila Clark. Before that goal, they were tied on 4. Now Abby Ball holds the lead with her 5th. Four here to go in the game as yet again we see Ball and Matheson up there for the draw. Referee yet again trying to keep order. Ball able to fling that one. That one will land for Seneca with Schwartz. Sends it back to Matheson, trying to start up the attack. She runs in. She's trying to get a shot on the goal, not really able to find the angle. Looking for another attacker. Having trouble finding a suitable option as she dances around and
Oh, she got it up high.
Ooh. And Matheson comes down from that, holding her face and taking off her goggles. Yes, she'll get the penalty shot, but ooh, that one's gonna hurt. Matheson passes it away, and that pass will not connect. Looks as though Kubler will be able to retrieve it, but a broken chance there for Seneca. Now Schwartz trying to bring it back into the center. Pass it over to Grudy. She's having trouble connecting on a pass, and that one looks like that will drop. That one's on the ground. There's some trouble there wrestling it up there. Good effort there by Cami Pino for Cherokee, but the officials are keeping this with Seneca. Now Kubler did something not to the ref's liking, and gonna have another stoppage. Now she'll be able to restart it again. She passes to Clark. She goes for the pass. Shot is deflected away. That shot coming from number 25, Zariah Rivera. Now Pino trying to get Cherokee going the other way. So we enter the final 2 minutes, and we head back to Claire Gore. Gore passing it back over to Gia Booker. Booker, who is took a stick to the face, but she will keep running. Now over to Abby Ball. Now it's trying to fall for number 10, Gabriella Mino. Now over to Weinberg, who's passing it around over to Honig. Now Brooke Brown trying to find a shot. Dancing around the back of the net. Pass it over to Weinberg. Now taking it all the way back around. A lot of pressure being put on by Seneca. While we have a break here in the action, we'd like to shout out the wonderful crew we've had tonight. We've been Jackson Gruber and Joe Melograno on the call. Our sideline reporter was Julia Guzzo. Option 2 has been Rachel Lawrence, Rhea Barnes, Casey Ottinger, Victoria Baller. And our crew is Jeff Price, Robert Deenan, and Sam Dinick.
And as always, a great job by our LDTV staff.
Yeah, certainly a great product they're putting out, and they certainly couldn't have picked better announcers to call it.
And good looking, too. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, that's the best part of the program is when we start off with our beautiful mugs.
Oh, and a last-second shot and goal by Cherokee.
That last goal, with just a few seconds left, I think was scored by number 22, Anna Weinberg. But don't take that one to the papers.
All right, actually 7 seconds left on the clock.
That extends Cherokee up to 19-10. And it looks as though we'll have just one more draw just for pride. It seems as though for the last time tonight we have Matheson and Ball in the center circle. This one will be flipped up. Matheson putting a good effort on. She's able to corral it. And that'll do it. And there you have it. The Cherokee Chiefs at home able to put up a 19-10 win over the Seneca Golden Eagles.
Right, and the Chief just went off to a big lead so quickly, and you got to give Seneca, some dibs. They didn't give up. They came back. They they closed the gap to 10-4, and Cherokee again turned on the Jets and kept it at bay. They come away with 19-10 victory on senior night. As you see their final score there right now, Seneca falls to 4-2. Cherokee goes up to 4-3.
That 19-10 win will do it here. Cherokee takes a commanding win with a great display from both their seniors and the rest of the team. With our top goal scorers tonight, Abby Ball with 5 and Lila Clark with 4. It's time now to take a look at the Allstate Good Hands Play of the Game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC. Call it 609-654-1426 or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Again, this is one of the goals that was typical Abbey Ball goal, just come around the top of the net. I know there was one other goal where she actually faked the shot first, but that one she didn't. Just she's so tall, and like we mentioned before, she keeps the ball well above almost everybody else, and she manages to get a great shot off. You saw her for the play of the game, one of her 5 goals today by number 52, Abby Ball. Great job.
Yeah, certainly a great performance from her tonight. Had some pretty good highlight goals, although we've had no shortage of them tonight.
No, and one thing for Seneca, they really did cut down on the penalties early in the game. I think there seemed like 4 or 5 almost in a row, and I think Cherokee scored on at least 3 of them. So that really put them in the hole very quickly. But they did clean that up and managed to get a few goals to make it respectable.
Yeah, that's what they got tonight, respect, but not a win. Coach Scuderi will have some stuff to take to the tapes, but certainly not as much as she would have hoped.
No, and again, they do have a fairly young team also, and again, gain a lot of experience, going up with a strong Cherokee team.
And now it's time for our Equitable Player of the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurances, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. Call it 732-452-7275. Let's send it down now to Julia, standing by for the interview.
We are here with the player of the game, Lila Clark from the Cherokee Chiefs. In the third quarter, Seneca started making a comeback. How did you stay motivated?
I stayed motivated because it was senior night. I knew we had to do it for the seniors and the coaches and everyone here. So
that's amazing. What do you think is special? What do you think is so special about the dynamic of this Cherokee team?
I think that what's so special is we're all like a big family. We always hype each other up, and it's a lot of fun playing with everyone.
Well, congratulations. Back to you.
Congratulations to Lila Clark, who 4 goals today, and they were very important goals. Not taking any away, certainly from Abby Ball, who scored 5. So my player of the game 1A naturally would be Abby Clark. Of course, she controlled a lot of the draw controls and did score 5 goals. But Lila Clark, very, very great game, player of the game, and we should wrap it up.
Yeah, that'll do it from us here at Cherokee Field with a 19-10 win for Cherokee. I've been Jackson Gruber, and he's been Joe Melograna. Have a great night.